Hello class 7. This is the third video of your chapter The Chocolate Factory, and in my last video I have discussed all that flowers and bushes that were there in the chocolate factory, and the children, they have seen the nerve center of this factory, and Willy Wonka told the children that this chocolate that was there in the chocolate factory is enough to fill bathtub and swimming pools of that entire country. Till here we have seen. Alright, now we will start reading from this line. The children and their parents were absolutely amazed and dumbfounded. They could not utter a word. They simply stood there and stared. The beauty, or you can say the way the chocolate was sucked up to the ceiling, all that thing amazed and shocked, you can say. It made them stunned. They could not utter a word. And this was so amazing, this view, that they could not utter a word. Means they could not say anything. They simply stood there and they were just staring this beautiful scene, or you can say the amazing scene. Alright, till here everything is clear. Now let's read from here. Mr. Wonka continued, the waterfall is most important as it mixes the chocolate, it churns it up, pounds and beats it well. Here Mr. Wonka is saying that this waterfall is very important. Why it is important? Because it mixes the chocolate. It churns it up, pounds and beat it well. So it mixes the chocolate very well. Now I am reading from this line. It makes the chocolate light and frothy. No other factory in the world does it properly like this. Here he claims that because of this mixing up of the chocolate, this chocolate becomes what? Light and frothy. Okay, it becomes light and in that froth way. And he claims that no other factory in this world do this work as this factory does. Okay, now see, I am reading from this line. And do you like my trees, bushes, meadows, the grass and buttercups? Don't you think they are lovely? They all are eatable. Then what he says here, that these trees, bushes, meadows, grass, buttercup, whatever is there, they are made up of something that we can eat. They are eatable, like we can eat them. Alright. Now I am reading from here. The grass you are standing on, my dear children, is made of a new kind of soft minty sugar that I have just invented. You try a blade. Then he says that the grass on which you people are standing on is made up of a new kind of soft minty sugar. So it is something that he have just invented, and he said you all should try a blade. Blade means, do you know what is a blade? You have seen grasses in this way. This way the grass looks like. So this one piece is called a blade. Alright. So he said, why don't you all take a blade and try it by yourself. Alright. Then see here. Now I am reading from this line. Everybody bent down and picked one blade of grass except Augustus Gloop, who took a big handful. You all know that Augustus Gloop is famous. Why? Because he is fat and he eats all the time. So here everybody bent down and picked one blade. That blade I told you, one piece of that grass, except Augustus Gloop. What he does, he took more than one blade. He took a handful of that. Alright. Then see, I'm reading from here. Charlie whispered to Grandpa Joe, Grandpa, hasn't it got a wonderful taste? Well, I could go around on all the fours like a cow and eat the whole field of grass, said Grandpa Joe. Here Charlie said to Grandpa, why, have you tasted it? Don't you think it's very wonderful? He said, it is so good, it is so wonderful that I can bend down like a cow and eat the whole field of grass like cow. This is what Grandpa Joe said. Alright, it shows that the taste of this new soft minty sugar was very wonderful. Alright, then see here, try a buttercup too, they are even nicer, said Mr. Wonka. And then Mr. Wonka said, if you are eating this grass, this soft minty sugar taste grass, you should try that buttercup too. That is the name of a flower. So he said, why don't you try this also, this buttercup also? They are even nicer than the taste of this grass. Then see, I'm reading here. All of a sudden they heard scream of excitement from Veruca Salt. So here Veruca Salt started screaming out of excitement. Who is Veruca Salt? She is that spoiled girl. I hope you all remember this. Okay, so all of a sudden everybody could hear that Veruca Salt was screaming out of excitement. And what is that excitement? Now we will read here. Let's come to the next page. You can see here. So Veruca Salt, now we are reading from here, Veruca Salt, who was pointing to other side of the river, look there, what is it? He is moving and walking. So Veruca Salt was pointing to the other side of the river and she said, see there is something that is moving and they are walking. Now we will come to know who are those people. See here, it is a little man down there below the waterfall, Charlie cried. She is right, Grandpa. Then Charlie said to his grandpa that she is right. There are some small little men who are there down below the waterfall. Can you see this image? Can you see this? This one. So they could see them. And who are those? Now let's read. Can you see the little men? Grandpa Joe said excitedly. Yes, I can see them, Charlie. Now others also began to shout in excited voice. So Grandpa here said to Charlie that, can you see those little men? Here Charlie said, yes, I can see them. And all the other children, they also started shouting in excited voice. And what they said? See here. There are two of them. There are so many of them. What are they busy doing? Where did they come from? Who are these little men? They are no higher than my knees. They have funny long hair. So some said that there are two of them. Then some said that there are so many. Some said that what are they busy doing? Where did they come from? And you know, the height of them was not even higher than knees. Your knees. They were of that much height. So means they were dwarfs. Alright. And they have funny long hair. Now I'm reading from here. The little men stopped what they were doing and looked at the visitor, who rushed to the edge of the river to get a closer look. And this little men, they just stopped and they were maybe doing something and they stopped doing that, and then they looked at these visitors. Who are the visitors? These children and the family members of them. They started looking at the visitors who rushed to the edge. So these visitors, they came to the edge of the river to get a closer view of these little men. Alright, till here everything is clear. Now I am reading from here. See, one of the little men pointed at the children and whispered something to the other men, and all of them bursted into peals of laughter. So one of these dwarf men pointed at these children and they whispered something, and then all of a sudden all of them started laughing. They burst into peals of laughter. They started laughing. And why they were doing that, nobody knew. Then I'm reading the last line. Charlie said, but they can't be real people like us. Mr. Wonka answered, of course they are real people for sure. They are Oompa Loompas. So this Charlie, he said that they can't be real. Have you seen any dwarf men who have green hair in that way? You have seen them? No. So Charlie also said that they are not real people. But Mr. Wonka said no, they are real people for sure. They live in this chocolate factory and they are called Oompa Loompas. Oompa Loompas are the native of this Loompa land, and they are dwarf, means of small size, and they have orange color complexion and they have green hair, as you can see them here in this image. They have green hair, they have orange color complexion, and they dance and they are very fun loving. Alright, so in this chapter this much is there. As I told you that this was an excerpt that was taken from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you have to read further what happened to every person and all those things, you can read this book. Alright, or you can see this movie also. So this finishes this chapter. This was a very delicious, interesting chapter, I believe. Try to solve these questions that are given below and read this chapter once again. Read about every character and all those things that they have seen in the chocolate factory. Alright, so this finishes our third chapter. So bye and take care.